Jefferson Lakeside Country Club has been a part of Richmond for a century, and it was started by a group of businessmen who weren't allowed to join any of the other clubs in Richmond because of their religion. A century later, that same sense of inclusion is taking the club in a new direction, back to its roots. Before the turn of the century, and we mean the turn of the 20th century, Louis Ginter did more than just establish a botanical garden in Lakeside. He also built a zoo with all of the animals you'd expect to see.
Lions on property here, that there were alligators on property, and it's such an interesting story to tell that speaks to a lot of people, and it's just neat.
Unfortunately, Ginter passed away a year after Lakeside Park opened, but the park turned into Jefferson Lakeside Country Club, a Donald Ross-designed golf course that opened in 1921 and has hosted several championships for the RGA and VSGA in its history. But the club is undergoing a renovation and getting back to its roots, minus the animals.
We wanted to go back to what our original name was so we could tie the real historical value of the property, the really neat things that Louis Ginter did here with the zoo cages are still out on the golf course.
It will again be known as Lakeside Park, dropping the country club from its name.
Our kind of saying is we want to be inclusive, not exclusive.
It will take at least a year and tens of thousands of dollars to implement the change completely, but it's worth it to a membership that is looking to the next generation for that sense of inclusivity and stability for the future.
Kind of millennials and younger are embracing the history of golf in a way that hasn't happened up until probably the last maybe 5 years. So they're appreciating the historical value of golf and what Donald Ross did. I expect this to kind of take us to the next level and be a premier club, which is what we're striving for.
It'll take a while for all the old signage and logos to be completely switched out, but they already have new merchandise, which has been selling out very quickly. And thankfully, golf is one of the few recreational businesses that have thrived during the pandemic. If you'd like to nominate someone to be profiled, just email us at beyondtheroster@WTVR.com.